the druggy doctor came back and he's like, "Oh, they didn't give you your badge." He said, "No, I haven't got it yet."
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll come back to that or not.
All right. So it's nothing that's been revealed yet.
No, it's a common thing.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. It is Monday night. Welcome to Feast of Fandoms, MCU Mondays. We are glad you joined us. Are we live? I see that. There we go. There's our upload progress. Yes, we are live. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
And we're back to the cold weather.
Oof. A little chilly here today, too. And I mean, chilly, if you were standing out in the sun, you were fine, but then the wind would start blowing, and it was like, oh, no, I need to go back.
But it did kind of warm up a bit later in the day.
It didn't warm up here. That wind kept it a nice chilly temperature. So, and also with us tonight is Andrew. How are you, sir?
Doing great.
Oh, that's what it was, Debbie. That was your weather has gotten loose. It's in our yard now.
We come get it, please.
Get it and take it away. Yeah. Please.
We got like a dusting of snow yesterday. That was about it. But today was cold and windy. But at least we're not the East Coast where they're getting
that's
blasted. Blizzard of 26. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
They can just keep that shit over there.
y'all stay. I was actually, I saw them talking about that, and I was like, oh, I wonder if Debbie's getting hit right now, because that is kind of up in that neck of the woods. So it's closer than I am.
Oh well, yeah.
Like you're north.
No, only Indiana people will get this. It was coming towards them, and then Kurt Signetti got on his front porch and stared at it, and then it got scared and turned around.
Yeah, I think everybody. Well, that TikTok I sent you, Andrew,
insane
about Indiana weather being bipolar because it was 70s last week, and then we had tornadoes down south, and then it snowed.
Yeah, see, we're a different kind of bipolar down here. It can be cold and rainy in the morning, and then like 100 degrees by noon. It's crazy.
Oh, Indiana's like that too.
Yeah.
I've seen days where it's been up in the hundreds, and then we get a cold front that pushes through, and it drops. I mean, like literally within an hour, drops to like the 40s.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's nuts.
I mean, I thought about mowing one day, and in the morning, and I kept putting it off, and then the next time I looked out the front door or front window, it was snowing. So just like, well, no mowing for me today.
You were like, darn.
Yeah, was not disappointed.
Anyway,
that's a real wonder, man.
That is a wonder man, doing things that wonder can. I think. Anyway. Welcome.
That's the new intro song right there for the show.
We are talking about Wonder Man today. I say the season finale. I hope it's not the series finale. I hope it is a season finale because I really enjoyed this one. I thought Ben Kingsley was amazing in this whole series. Actually, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Simon has been amazing. I'm sorry, dude.
Great duo.
You watch. You got a funny name, and I don't want to butcher it. I apologize.
Just say Yaya. I think that's how you pronounce it, is Yaya.
Yaya
Abdul-Manatee.
I don't know.
Oh, I did want to tell you, David, because I know you were going to ask me. I have now seen the whole series.
Okay. Yeah.
I've seen the whole season now.
I would hope so.
Okay.
About time you caught up with the rest of us.
Jeez. Yeah, you gotta watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I know. I'm bad with TV.
At this point, I've seen it twice, and I've seen and look at this. I'm already one up on you because I saw the whole Night of the Seven Kingdoms already.
Well, I just like my reviews to be fresh minded when I'm doing the show. So
I watch it fresh.
Yeah,
before we do the show, I'm fine. That's why I've seen it twice now.
Yeah, I just finished watching it, so
yeah.
So this one we got the last 2 episodes. This one kind of kicks off with Trevor and Simon, and everybody's happy, and we're making a movie, and
this
Simon
reporter lady.
Well, I was going to say Simon kind of falls back into his old habits and talking about. It's like, dude, shut up.
Oh yeah, with the lines. Yeah.
He's I don't think this is the line, and blah 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 blah. And then, I mean, Trevor thankfully is there to kind of step in and say, to put the fire out, if you will. It's like, why don't we just try it like this?
Well, he convinces Von Kovac to change the line. So, but even when they change the line, I'm thinking with Simon, I'm like, it's not that much different. It's just a different way of saying the same thing, pretty much.
He was just like, it felt unnatural or something.
Yeah,
like that. I'm like,
dude,
like that's just a freaking line.
I think it's a normal thing for people to say, because it was like, you'll never find redemption in me or something like that. Like,
I could never forgive you for this.
Yeah, like
same thing.
Anyway, yeah, but even with the offers when they're at the like the dinner, and the guy's like, "Hey, this Netflix show," and then Trevor's like, "You should do a play," and then Simon's like, overthinking it too, and then he's like, "No, I'll do a play."
Well, I think he's so dependent on Trevor at this point.
Oh yeah,
that he can't function without him.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the and I don't know her name, but Ariana Grande and whatever the other girl's name from Wicked was, and they were all
Cynthia
like buddy
something. Yeah,
Cynthia something. Yeah. But they were, I mean, they were all like, everywhere you went, they were together and they were doing things together. And I was like, oh, it's kind of like that. All right. It's this.
But I prefer watching Trevor and Simon as a duo. So
yeah.
But I know what you mean. Yeah.
A lot less tears in that one. So, but yeah, then we get the New York Times lady. And of course, Trevor knows exactly who she is, character assassin, blah, 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 blah.
Seems like she's really fun to be around too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Pretend I'm not here, but I'm going to be breathing down your neck.
Well, and it's funny too, because they went through. They know she's a character assassin, and so they really go out of their way and do whatever they can to make themselves look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they we've got Julie over in costuming. It's her birthday. We're gonna get her a present. Oh, would you go?
What kind of chocolate is $650? By the way,
I don't know, but I want to try it.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah,
I guess it's California, but still,
I think of myself as a chocolate connoisseur.
I will take that. I will work for them as a chocolate taste tester.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Okay, I gotta ask, and this is slightly off topic, but not really. And I've seen it all over the place. Dubai chocolate. Has anybody had that?
No, that sounds out of my price pay.
No, it's like all over the place now. It's like a thing now, and I see it, and I'm like, what's the difference? And I don't want to try it. But
I hadn't even heard of it.
I would have to get it as a gift or something before I would try it.
All right.
Unless it's on, if it's reasonably priced, then okay. If it's in a small box, I don't want to get a big box and then be like,
well, I don't even think you have to go to like a chocolatier to get it. I think you can go to like just candy shops and stuff, and they'll have it. They may even have it at Walmart, for crying out loud.
Let's look up the price.
So,
anyway. Yeah, it's like, depending on what you want, it ranges anywhere from like $7 to $15 is what I'm seeing.
That's not bad.
For like a box. Is it like mixed chocolates?
Well, the ones I'm seeing are just bars. But they've got, looks like they have some on Walmart.
$8 for a candy bar?
Yeah.
For wine?
Did you ever have a Godiva chocolate bar? Oh, so good.
I ain't paying no $8 for it.
Oh, you know what? That must have been somewhere else, because on Walmart, there's a bag of Dubai chocolate for like $6.
There you go.
I was going to say, because I could buy like a party bag of M&Ms for $13.
Yeah.
I'll be just fine.
Yeah.
It'll last me a while.
And
So
I can even get the mix, so I can have regular chocolate, and I can have ones with peanuts, and I can have ones with peanut butter.
And before you know it, you've eaten the whole thing.
Nothing wrong with
that's
that.
usually me. Yeah.
No, that's like Oreos with me. Oreos are those little crack dealers that are out in front of the stores right now selling their
Oh yeah.
drugs.
I have to act
No,
like
I-
I'm on the phone.
Huh? The
I
Girl
have to act
Scout.
like sometimes I'm on the phone because they'll be like, "Hey, you want this bag of popcorn for $30?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, but thank you." So,
Yeah, the Boy Scouts sell popcorn, and that's like, Those
Yeah.
Girl Scouts, though, they're ruthless, and they
Yeah.
sell those. They know those cookies will
but
sell.
they're good.
And,
I'll give them that.
and they put drugs in them. I swear they do, because
Yeah.
you walk into that grocery store, and you're just like, oh God, no. And then you walk out of the grocery store, and you've got change in your pocket, and you're like, dang it!
I
gotta
will
get
say
one.
they're
They
gluten
take
free.
credit cards now.
Yeah, they take credit card. You got
They're,
Venmo? We'll take Venmo. Stop it! Stop making
This
They're-
is why
it
I
easy to
order my
resist.
groceries and pick them up.
Yeah. Their gluten free cookies are actually not bad because my mom and sisters are gluten free, so we get those. And I'm like,
Oh.
they're not bad. I mean, they're not as
Well,
good
there's
as the normal ones, but
There's some knockoffs that are very
Not bad?
good. Because I bought them one time and I was like, oh hell, I can't.
And those are available all year long.
Yeah, so yeah.
that's
Stay
fine.
away
Not,
from
not
those.
just the month of February. So anyway, but yeah, so they get the reporter, and they're going out of their way, making themselves look good. You know, even talking to like, oh no, I don't. I'll go to craft services myself, and blah blah blah. Even though before he's like, hey, can you go get me a protein shake and turkey bacon?
Well, I
No,
loved how
I'll
he
make a
handled
turkey
that too, because she kept going like, "I'm not here," and I'm like, "Sorry." He's like, "Sorry," and he kept talking to her, and I'm like, "Simon, you're digging a hole, man."
Stop.
Yeah,
And of course, you know, Trevor's all about it. You know, he's just, oh, who, what? Oh, I didn't. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, and she didn't even when they finally get to their interview. She
didn't
wasn't
care about him.
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
care about Simon. She was all about Trevor.
hmm
And again, this goes into that same thing that we've been running into where Trevor, I don't know why. Trevor.
yeah.
Oh, we can't say that.
Yeah.
It's too soon. She just
I
left.
know.
It hurts.
I
was
said it
sad.
lovingly.
Anyway, Trevor, let my brain catch up, is more noticeable as a character. He is more of a fixture within the popular culture. You know, he's done this thing as the Mandarin and all this other stuff, which again, I don't understand why. You know, everybody recognizes him as the Mandarin, and everybody would. I mean, I would think that would be a big thing to where somebody would say, okay, he went to prison for this, he went to jail for this, and then you see him and you're like, why are you out running around? Shouldn't you be in jail at this point? So,
Well, it's like the everyday people recognize him, but people in Hollywood are just they have no clue.
Oblivious.
to it.
Yeah, which is kind of
I don't
surprising.
know, because when they were at the callback, and the one guy was like, "How do you go from playing the Mandarin? How do you come down off of that?" You know, that would haunt me, just the way that
was that not
done.
part of Simon's dream? I thought that was part of his dream.
Oh, maybe it was.
I don't remember now, though.
I'll have to go back and I'll have to go back and watch it again.
Crap.
Fiddlesticks. That was one of the better episodes too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I feel like too his appearance as Trevor is quite different than the Mandarin. I'm surprised that someone just like seeing him walking down like the street per se would even recognize him, because he's got like his hair up in a bun and the glasses and does a
And the
different
voice
voice.
changes.
He does
Yeah.
not, does not look like the Mandarin as Trevor, obviously.
Well, and again,
So-
though, I mean, you got to think too. Like I said, he's obviously been through a trial. There was an arrest. This was big national news. This Mandarin thing,
Mhm.
and so when
I
he
can
was
see people
caught,
maybe recognizing his name, but like
Well,
not
and I'm
necessarily.
sure when he was
you know.
caught and they were like, okay, well, this guy was just an actor and he was the
Yeah.
one, he wasn't really doing the stuff he was. I'm sure he talked to people. I'm sure he did interviews.
Oh
So
yeah.
people
Well,
were
that's
like,
a good
oh,
point.
okay, that's not.
Yeah.
But, and we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, and of course, this is where it's her. We talked about her destroying characters and character assassination, and it wasn't.
I don't like Joseph Gordon-Levitt anymore. Those.
But
that was pretty funny.
It was and it was the thing too with where it was. Simon was so worried. He's overthinking it again. He's doing the whole overthink again. He's calling his girlfriend. He knows, okay, well, she talked to my girlfriend. I'm going to go talk to my mom. What did she say? What did my mom say?
And then he's like, my brother.
You didn't tell her about the kitchen fire, did you? He's more concerned about covering his buttocks than he is about, what was said. And then of course you had her too.
Yeah.
You had the girlfriend, I mean, where he was like, oh, I'm going to meet you for drinks and blah, 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 blah. And no, don't worry. I didn't tell him anything. And, oh, but I did talk to your brother. Oh, forgot about him. Yeah, he's evil. Well, he will be evil eventually. But no, the brother, she even said the brother was like, no, he's nothing, but he was very proud of you, glowing reviews, yada, yada, yada.
But, he realized the hole he dug when he said that he and his brother had issues. She was like, what issues? And then, when she reveals that he was all lovey-dovey, and Simon's like, can I get that redacted? That was off the record,
Yeah. But then she's the one that exposes Trevor. I mean, you knew it was coming. You knew it had to happen. And I mean, it was hinted at in the previous episodes. Like they said that, oh, look, Barnaby betrays Wonder Man in this.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're looking at it going, you see that you're setting everything up now. You'll see where it's going with that. So, so she's the one that basically said, no, he got arrested and damage control and all this other stuff. And he said, but he said he came clean about it. That was the thing. Trevor,
because she was like, how'd you get out? Yeah.
Yeah. And he got mad and walked off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you get your sources, blah, 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 blah. But then, when he's talking to Simon about it, Simon's like, what happened? Did you cut a deal?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll tell you what, a British person is mad when they throw out the word bloody.
To me, I think, and this is basically how I think I would react to something like this. If somebody betrayed me,
mm-hmm.
and, and you see it in movies all the time to where he's like, yeah, I did this thing to where I was trying to set you up. I did this thing to where I was going to turn you in or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But in the same token, I saw something in you and I have, you're a good person and I don't want to do it anymore and yada, yada, yada. Now, when you personally, if I was to see that like in real life, because I've seen it so many other times in the movies, I would say, okay, this person can be trusted because yes,
he could have revealed the dirt at any point and did. Yeah. Or
if he would have just kept lying about it and me having to go hunt it down and, make for sure. Or if it was one of those things, yeah, I did. And what are you going to do about it?
Right.
I'm still going to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, he got mad at Trevor and with good reason. He had, but
it's a lot all at once, when you think it almost feels like the friendship isn't genuine,
right.
And so I get it. I probably would react the same way. So,
But then, of course, Simon gets mad and blows up. Quite literally.
Honestly, that was quite impressive. If I'm not gonna lie, I mean, he blew up a whole soundstage.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. No one saw him walking from the scene. Like, maybe that guy did that. I mean, the lights kicked right back on, so there was no security guard or anything. But also the ion radiation stuff wiped out cameras and stuff. So, but that's next episode. So,
yeah, we don't find that out until the next episode. But still, it's a movie set. There's going to be. I'm thinking, besides the fact that yes, there's going to be security guards around and looking at things, but also they don't film movies just during the day. Right. There are times that they're filming at night, and so there's going to be people around.
Yeah.
So,
but this really showed like the layers of his power, because what we've seen is like his apartment and the kitchen island, but this shows like there's I don't think there's really any limits to what he could blow up.
Well, it's
if he gets angry enough,
I look at it and because it's a moment of stress for him that basically sets off his power, if you will. And if you look at this one was such a huge stressful situation, because I mean this was like his best friend. This was his confidant. This was somebody he's come up with, and basically that person has now betrayed him. So,
and kind of is acting like a kind of like a father figure in a way. In a way, because I don't know. Is it mentioned how long his dad's been dead for? I don't know if it's ever said exactly, but
I don't think so. But we do know. Okay, so he's preteen, young teenager. We caught that at the first, where his dad basically keeps him out of school.
I loved that scene. That was great.
And takes him to see a movie.
But I'm just thinking that's kind of like they've had this. It's kind of like a bromance, but I look at it more as like a father figure in a way. Not that like he didn't have a father, but it's obviously been probably 20 plus years is my guess.
I would look at it. I would look at it. Yes, as a bromance of sorts, but also teacher student teacher relationship.
Mr. Miyagi and Daniel. Yeah.
Because I mean he's
Doc and Marty, yeah.
And
Yoda.
Yeah.
Or Ben, I should say. Not Luke. Well, either one, really.
Yeah.
It's not it. It's rare, but that does happen in movies. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. But anyway, so we roll into the next episode, and Simon has left the scene. Trevor showed up at the scene, and you get the God. I hate this one. The movie trope of everybody's mad at each other, and you've got one that's driving around in the car at night with the sad music playing, looking around at things. I'm just like, God, this is just horrible. I hate this. I hate it.
Well, I think this whole show, in a way, is poking fun at certain tropes.
Oh.
I think there's a bit of self-awareness there, because we do see it a lot throughout the show. So that's my guess. I don't know if that was a goal.
That's a good way to look at it, because I really didn't want to be mad at these last two episodes, especially because this last episode was probably by far and away my favorite. But yeah, I didn't want to be mad, and that was the only thing that upset me. So I think if I can look at it through that light, to where it's just, we're poking fun at stuff like this, then I can be like, all right, everything is right with the world now. Everything is good. I don't need to rant about anything. Sorry, folks, you don't get to see my party trick tonight. Yet.
Man.
But yeah, we roll into the next episode, and I loved it.
it was great.
Trevor is wanting to do what he can for Simon, so he takes the fall.
We get the great Mandarin quote. You never saw me coming. I was like, oh,
saw me
coming. Yeah. I was like,
the explosion at the studios. I did that. Like, oh God, brilliant, just brilliant. And then they show up at his apartment to arrest him, and he's got the the garb on and the 10 rings and everything. I was wondering how long it would take you ignoramuses to show up. And I mean, even him was like the disaster control agent was just like, hey, I know that you're faking this. No, Trevor was the mask. I am the Mandarin.
That was great.
Beautiful. But again, this is why is damage control in charge of hunting down super beings? This has been a question that has been plaguing me. Damage control, to me, that's the people that go in and clean up the mess.
Like in Homecoming, yeah.
Yeah, why are they being proactive? Why are they the ones in charge of?
Well, I think it stems back to the whole like the cuts, like the money cuts with the prison. They have to fill out the prison to justify having that division.
No. I got that.
Yeah.
No, that I understand. I get that. But why is damage control being the police force? Damage control should be the cleanup crew.
Maybe because
something disastrous happens.
Maybe because it's an enhanced beings. They want to save the police for like normal stuff.
Well, that's what we had Shield for. That's what we had Sword for. Why do we need?
Yeah, but they're not around anymore.
Sword's around.
They're busy doing other stuff,
I'm just looking at it going, why is damage control?
I mean, obviously they're great at their job,
Yeah. The only thing that I can think, or the only thing that I would want to think, is that they are the ones doing it. No, I can't. That doesn't even make any sense because I just negated all of that. I don't know. I can't figure out. I mean, the only thing here's what it is. The only thing I could think is that maybe Marvel is trying to set them up as the bad guy company now, and to do that, we have to have them doing bad guy things.
Yeah.
With the loss of Tony, because I mean, basically, you had.
Well, and even in No Way Home, you see the lead guy, Cat City or whatever his name is. He interrogated Peter, and they're kind of like police officers in that way, I guess. I'm not sure.
Well, and again, why? Either that, maybe it's because the name is like damage control. And I'm looking at it going, you're damage control. You clean up the mess. Give yourself a better name. If you're going to be the police force out there policing the supers, give yourself a better name and get Carl Urban to help you police supers because he can do it just fine. Debbie got it. But like I said, I didn't understand. And then they get somebody to put in their super prison for their super beings, and they get the Mandarin.
Yeah.
You can stick him in a regular prison, sir. You don't need a super prison for him.
Well, maybe because he broke out and he's
not a super being.
Mentally, at least he is now. I don't know. Well, and I love who they recast as Barnaby. Joe Pataduti.
Joe Potato. God, what is his name?
Panatrino. Or something like that.
Oh, I know.
Pena, not going to work here anymore.
Pena, not going to work here anymore.
He was great.
It was
Oh,
yes.
the other thing with now that I thought about it, with Simon and his overthinking is the sunglasses. I mean, the guy made like 5 or 6 pairs of it, and they weren't right. And then even when he gets the originals, he's like, I don't know. And the guy's like, these are the originals.
These are the
You
originals.
can't get more original than this.
Yeah.
I don't think it was him overthinking. I think it was him honoring his dad because his
I think it
dad
was an homage. Yeah.
cool.
That's a good
And
point.
he wanted a pair. I think that
Yeah.
was the whole thing with that.
Joe Pentalano.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I did like the moment though after like you see Wonder Man was a big hit between him and his brother. I thought that was
the brother.
nice.
Well, he had moments between a lot of people.
Yeah.
He had you had the director, and he
Mhm.
says, "I don't usually like making sequels, so tomorrow
Yeah.
we will get together and see how we can outdo this movie." And he was all excited about that. And then you had Joe over there. I'm telling you now, invest in real estate.
Yeah.
And then
20 cents on the dollar.
yeah. And then of course, yes, his brother. And he was all excited about it. And obviously the movie was good. People were outside chanting, Wonder Man, Wonder Man, Wonder. And he was just sitting there soaking it all in. The
His agent was like, you can now
the
pick,
agent.
pick and choose.
Now, yeah. She even said, it looks like Trevor was right. Now you have your pick of whatever you want to do.
No more dog food commercials,
Yeah. So, and
now I gotta ask. I know it wasn't explained, but he's acting. He's going to be playing this guy in a movie, but we don't know a lot of details. But I'm thinking we obviously gotta have a season 2 so we can learn more about what makes this guy's story special. Because I was like, he's just an average guy. How'd they even find out about
there's
it?
nothing special. Didn't you catch that? He was
Well.
using that guy. He knew that guy worked at the prison. He was using that guy to get into the prison. That was the thing. Was he kept saying, "Oh, made him mad."
I just guess I didn't pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was for him. It was a. I need to get into the prison. So how am I going to do this? Especially since I'm Wonder Man now, so I'm recognizable.
Well, then
Everybody
that guy really did see the fact that he didn't pick up on that.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Because even his wife and kids were like, "Can I tell people we had Wonder Man?"
Yeah, but he didn't pick up on it fully in the sense of like, you know what I mean?
He
like,
just said,
Yeah.
I'm studying a role. I just want to follow you around. I want to shadow you and do what you do, and I'm that makes perfect sense. He was acting, which is, that's the same thing that happened with the candy people, where he walks up and he goes, we're off duty cops. We got a call, or we were cops and we were in the neighborhood. And we got a call about something happened at the house, blah, 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 blah. And we'll go in and rough them up. And, it's just, he can come up with a story. I was actually looking at his character bio as far as the comic book character goes. And that's, they have that listed as one of his superpowers is like
persuasion,
acting skills.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta say, the Department of Damage Control is not a very secure and secluded place, because even though it's a long drive, you can see it from afar.
Yeah.
And it was really easy
prison
to get into. Like all Simon had to do, all the guy had to do was botch some papers and change his name, and he got in.
Yeah.
Like,
and seriously, you're gonna walk around, you're gonna tell everybody, don't tell me everybody, what I'm doing. Everybody knows who you are. You're gonna walk in there and only one person is gonna say, "Don't I recognize you?" No.
Although the department guy for a split second, I think, was like, "That's him."
Well, and you've got what really threw it off was that you had the mom said something to the dad about he's Wonder Man, he's an actor, blah blah blah, and then you had the kid. Oh, can we tell our friends that we had Wonder Man over for dinner? People know who he is. Now he's going to throw off. Oh, you probably recognize me from bad karaoke night up at Jim Bob's or whatever.
It'd be like if after like Dune or something, Timothy Chalamet went to someone's house and they're like, "Aren't you Paul Atreides?" He's like, "Nah, no, that's some other guy, you know."
Or Chris Evans. Hey, I'm gonna. Chris Evans is studying my life, and he's gonna follow me to work. You think when he walks into my office, people aren't gonna go, "I know who you are."
Well, if someone like Chris Evans came up and said, "I'm playing a movie about you," I'd be like, Psh, "Yeah, right." Yeah,
I don't believe it.
What are you playing? Are you playing Steve Rogers before he gets the serum or something? Like,
no. Because, well, I mean, he even said, because they were out jogging or running or whatever, and he's like, if you're gonna play somebody like me in the film, you're gonna have to stop working out and stop exercising and put on about 50 pounds.
Yeah,
because I'm not used to this. So, but again, yes, it was all a ploy to get into the prison. So
yeah, I got that once he got to Trevor, but I was thinking while watching the episode, I'm like, why? I was like, where's this going? And then I was like, oh, Trevor. Yeah. It was a good act. That's arguably his best role, was guy pretending to be a guy, you know. Okay,
again, damage control. They're in this office in Los Angeles. The guy who's running Trevor, who's handling Trevor's handler, is in this office in Los Angeles. He's the one that has tagged Trevor. Why, in the name of all that is good and holy in this world, was he at the prison at the exact same time when Simon showed up? Why did he just happen to be there? Shouldn't he be at his office in Los Angeles? Not at a
Maybe he got a promotion after he caught the Mandarin.
Well, then they even bring up the
I'm going from working in an office to working in a prison. No, come on, Debbie.
Maybe it's for protection.
What the pay is?
Yeah,
it's not like he's a guard there or anything.
No.
I'm looking at it going, oh, that's stretching that he would be there. To me, that's just a stretch.
TV magic, you know.
It's what do they call it? The suspension of belief.
Yeah. We're watching a show about a guy that can blow up stuff with anger, and David's like, "How's that guy there?
How is that guy?
That doesn't make sense."
Shut up.
Now, this part irked me off, and that was evidently he's learned to control his powers, and now he can fly. And I'm like, in the 20 years or whatever that you've had this power, and you never ever tried to learn how to use it.
But he also doesn't.
Now, I might be able to help that there, Debbie. And that was the reason with the Doorman episode, because he had this dream. He wanted to be an actor. And, his father encouraged that. You were great in the 12th night, and I can't wait to see you up on the screen, and blah, 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 blah. And he knew that he had these powers. It was like, it's like Elsa in Frozen. I mean, seriously, it really
is, though. That's a good point.
It is. It's exactly like Elsa. You've got to keep your powers under wraps because you want to live a regular, normal life. So, yeah, you're not going to explore anything. In fact, he even said when he smashed the kitchen table, he was like, I'm sorry you had to see that. That's a part of me that I don't like people seeing, blah, blah, blah. When he beat the guys up in the alley, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that. And, yeah, but I sure am glad you did.
When he broke out into song of Let It Go, that was my favorite part.
And built the ice castle.
but that's the thing.
It still doesn't make sense because...
Well, he wants to. Basically, he's keeping it bottled.
Yeah,
because he never learned how to control it. That's my issue.
Well, yeah, that's how you learned. That was his. He didn't want the power, so he never learned how to control it. In fact, he did as much as he could to keep it under wraps. So and
how many times have we seen that with superheroes where they don't want their powers? and they keep it under wraps. But then maybe as it becomes easier and they use it more, they start to learn more about it and go, "Oh, I didn't know I could do this." But they only know that because now they're using the power.
But we bitched about this in Jessica Jones.
Well, that's Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
With the mother.
Yeah.
Never learning how to control her powers.
And she was definitely being groomed to use her powers too. She was one of those ones, oh, you've got all these powers, let's use them. Him, it was, I've got all these powers, but I don't want to use them because I want to be like it.
And that's a good point, because I wonder how high up he could fly anyway. Because if it's like a boost jump, like is he going to break through the roof?
It's like I think it's more like Magneto, to where he can how is it like manipulate the air molecules around him. So it's not necessarily a boost jump. It's more.
How's he gonna protect Trevor from going through like the ceiling? Is there like a force field or something?
Well, they had a bubble. You didn't notice that? It was a bubble.
I saw like I didn't realize it was a bubble, but I did see that.
Well, because they were standing there and you saw it concave. It was it was a force bubble.
Okay, makes sense.
Of course, it makes sense. I said it. I got it. It was Willy Wonka's Great Glass Elevator. Anyway, but yes, he once again breaks Trevor out of jail.
It's also not a very secure prison either. Like there's cells. Like it's just like a
his cell is on the wall.
Yeah,
like it's on the outside wall. It's not like it's in the interior of the building. It's like
I feel like it'd be pretty easy to break out, especially if they've got like enhanced beings there. I know Trevor isn't one, but you would think
we don't want to put these guys on the wall. We want to put them inside, so they got more walls to break through.
Yeah.
No, Trevor's right there. Probably had a window too.
It did. It had like the bar window thing, so they could just rip that out and then move the damage control. What are you doing?
Didn't these people watch Shawshank Redemption? Come on.
Yeah. Golly.
Hey, give a man a rock hammer and enough time, and he'll get out. Anyway,
but again, this is the Department of Damage Control we're talking about. So
yeah, they had to have some damage to control, so they have to make it easy for them to get out. So, final thoughts. What you got, Debbie? On the series as a whole.
On a whole, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I'd probably give it a 9. A lot of good episodes. Yeah, they were short. Yeah, they were only 8 episodes.
And they dumped it on us all at once.
Yeah. But other than that, I enjoyed it. It was a nice change for Marvel. Now they haven't said anything as to, we haven't gotten anything that says Simon and Trevor will return in Avengers Doomsday.
I thought that was going to play at the end credits there.
With the countdown.
Who knows? We might see him down the line somewhere. Who knows?
Actually, you know what wouldn't surprise me as far as this goes is if you see them and maybe they try to redo or revisit Defenders, because you've got Daredevil Born Again going on right now. We know Jessica Jones and Punisher. Punisher was in the first season, but he's coming back. We'll get a Punisher. You get the Punisher. What is it? What is it? Made for TV
special presentation.
Special presentation. That's what I'm thinking of. So that's coming out. So maybe they're going to revisit the Defender saga again, and they'll throw him in there. Which would be fun.
I thought when this was announced, they said that this was kind of like a one-off.
I hope not.
Probably at least with his story, but we could still see him in other projects, I hope. But I would like more Wonder Man. You know what? I think they're gonna change that though, just with how successful the show's been. I mean, it's gotten there's probably some people that have complained about things, but overall, I've seen basically mostly positive reviews on it. So, and I On Rotten Tomatoes, I think it had
I
a
was
pretty
just-
high audience
I was going to
score.
say I haven't even looked at the Rotten
So it's got a
Tomatoes on it.
90% critic score and an 88% audience. So that is very close. So that's a good thing. So
Andrew, what are your final thoughts on the whole thing?
yeah, I mean, very
Now that
basically
you've
what
seen it
Debbie
all.
said. I mean, yeah, I thought it was great. I was very pleasantly surprised because I went into it with pretty much no expectations because I knew nothing about the character. Them dumping it all at once kind of made me concerned just because I thought weekly releases, but seeing the style of the show, the binge release, I can see how that makes sense. I wish some of the episodes were a bit longer because there was like one that was like really short. I think it was one of the episodes last week. It was like 20 minutes without credits, but I also understand quality over quantity. I really liked the chemistry between Simon and Trevor throughout the whole show. I thought that was great because that would make or break the show right there, and it made it big time. And so just a fun show. I would love to see Marvel do more of their shows like this, where it's self-contained. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a sitcom style show, but like something that like anyone that's never seen a Marvel show, they could watch this and enjoy it, and just
And it doesn't have to connect to anything.
right, exactly.
Right.
It could be a self-contained one-off special show. So yeah, like I said, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that it was good because I was a little worried that it was going to be meh. So yeah,
I think I'd give it an 8.75 because there's always room for improvement, just like everywhere.
I'd probably give it about that. Yeah.
I really liked Yaya. I really liked Mr. Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley.
Blimey.
I thought the chemistry between the two was great. I thought the way that they portrayed their characters was great. One or two of the episodes I didn't. I mean, maybe it wasn't even one or two of the episodes. Maybe it was just something within one or two of the episodes that I didn't care for. But,
what would be your favorite episode? We could ask that question.
the last one.
Yeah,
the last one. The finale was amazing.
Doorman is up there. It's between Doorman and the finale for me. It's like top two. I just thought Doorman was great.
No, seeing the Mandarin back on the screen.
That was a great moment for sure. Yeah.
See, that was something that I wanted. That one, or actually the scene or the episode where they were the found footage episode. I really like that one too.
That one was good. I just wish it was longer. That was the one that was like 20 minutes on the dot without credits. But it was a good episode. Like I said, quality over quantity. So I'll take it. It's basically like a 4-hour movie, essentially, which is probably why they made it bingeable. So
yeah, I'd say either found footage or the finale. So as a whole, the whole thing was really good.
It's up there on my rankings.
It's up there past. Are we in phase 6 right now?
Yes.
Where are we?
Fantastic Four kicked that off.
Oh, that's right. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably one of the best things to come out of phase 6. So
all 3 projects so far.
Things out of phase 6 that I know of. Fantastic
Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts wasn't 6.
Oh, you know what? So, A Brave New World, I think, is what kicked off phase 6. Let me look it up. Thunderbolts. Let me look it up.
I can't keep track of the phases.
Let me look up. If somebody
asked me what my favorite movie was in a phase, I would be like, I don't know, because I don't keep track of the phases.
Okay, so it kicked off with First Steps. Then because that was the only movie. Because Thunderbolts came out before that.
So Thunderbolts finished phase 5.
Yeah. And then Fantastic Four. And then that was it movie-wise. After Fantastic Four, there were no more movies.
The Brave New World was 5?
Yeah, because that was the beginning of last year. Yeah. And then Thunderbolts and then Fantastic Four. And then Wonder Man is the first live action show in a while. We had those animated shows, the Eyes of Wakanda and Marvel Zombies last year. But I want to say Wonder Man has was it Agatha was the last live action show? Or Born Again.
So.
Born Again last year.
Oh yeah, Born Again, yeah.
That's right.
I don't know. Like I said, the phases confuse me.
They kind of merge. Like. Yeah.
Well, once you start throwing all the TV shows and everything in there, it's like
yeah. But even with the TV shows,
it was easier when it was just movies.
Right. Well, it's like I said, because when you follow everything, I'm not thinking in phases. Yeah. Like I'm just thinking in projects. But this would be up there with the shows because, like I said, this was really good. I mean, I've definitely liked more of the shows than I haven't. There's really only been a few where I was like, okay, overall, I didn't like that. I tend to not hate on things too much. So, yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night on our friends at the Sith Dominion here on YouTube, they are doing a show on the tragedy of Obi-Wan.
Oh,
sounds very dramatic. Wednesday we'll have a new episode of War of the Stars. We'll be back Thursday, Cantina Happy Hour, and we are talking the Citadel arc. And then Saturday we'll have Geek Gauntlet, and then we'll be back Monday. Are we going back to Jessica?
Of course.
Okay. I didn't know. I couldn't remember something else was coming out. I know it's going to get busy here soon.
Yeah, there's nothing till Born Again late March. We're closing on to a month. I think it's like a month in like 2 or 3 days. It's like March 24th or 26th, I think.
Yeah, and then we'll have Spider-Man. So, yeah, it's going to get busy. Busy.
But I can't wait for Born Again. I'm finishing up the Marvel comic. They have like a version of their compact comics. It's called the Premiere Collection, and Born Again is on that. And I got to tell you, Debbie, Karen is just as annoying in the comics as she is in the show. So, because it follows the whole her selling Matt's name for like drugs or something like that. And I'm like, Karen, why? And then she moves to like Mexico. She moved across the country. Like, just like Karen.
Well, I know I seen an interview. And it was with Matt Murdock, and he was talking about the character Karen Page, and he said he's very excited that they're exploring their relationship more. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
I'm still excited for the show, but I'm just man, come on.
Andrew,
maybe she's changed. Who knows?
Maybe the hair change is just a whole personality change. Did we mention the Battlestar Galactica podcast had an episode drop yesterday? I don't know.
Oh no, I totally forgot about that show. Yeah, it's so new. I forgot about it.
I got the notification. They are kicking off the reboot series now with episode 1. I listened to it for a few minutes. But as far as
two from yesterday.
Yeah. As far as I go, we did not have a Cam and Focus episode last night. Cam had just gotten back from a trip to Florida, which we forgot that he was on, but we're glad he made it back safe. So assuming then that means next Sunday we'll discuss Cape Fear. So great movie, by the way, because I did watch it yesterday. And then Saturday on the Dingus Den, we're continuing our Smallville reviews. I forgot. I know one of the episodes is Ryan. It's episodes 5 and 6 of Smallville season 2. Lineage and Ryan are the name of the 2 episodes. So yeah, looking forward to that. Season 2 is off to a really good start. I'm really enjoying it. The last 2 episodes were fine. They weren't bad. They were solid, but the first like 3 episodes of Smallville season 2 were like, this is good stuff. We're at the point now where Martha's been hired by Lionel to work for him, and I'm like, what's going on there, Lionel? You know, I mean, anyway, but yeah, good stuff.
Awesome. Well, I don't have anything because I'm boring.
You know, you got to stop saying that, because my mom watched the end of one of our episodes and she asked me, she said, "Is something wrong with David?" I said, "What do you mean?"
No, I'm
And
boring.
she said, "Well, he said I'm not special at the end of an episode." And I'm like, "No, it's a shameless plug joke." I said, it's nothing. She's like, "Oh, okay." So
I'm not special. I'm boring. Basically, everything that Debbie said here. There you go. That's where I am.
oh, you could show off your new purchases, your books that you got.
Oh, well, it's Thursday. We'll save that till
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
That is a hook to get the people watching this episode to watch
Yes,
Thursday.
come see my new purchase from Thursday night, right on the Cantina Happy Hour. But that does remind me, don't forget to check out all of our social media sites, Facebook and Instagram and all that kind of fun stuff. Give us a like and a subscribe on those. If you're watching here on YouTube, hit that like button, hit the little bell icon for notifications so you know when we go live. We will see all of you next week right here on MCU Monday. Y'all all have a great, great rest of your week. Bye, guys.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language. That's not going away anytime soon. You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanov? Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?